And we're live! Welcome to my childhood bedroom. It's a weird place to stream from, isn't it? Actually, if you remember where I used to stream before I moved to the Canary Islands, it was just like behind that door. I just set up in a different place now. So yeah, welcome to my childhood bedroom. We're here. We made it. It's been a while. I'm sorry for disappearing. It was partly, moving everything here. I didn't move my whole setup. I moved my old computer since I just changed it. And then when I got here, the computer was broken. So then I had to fix it. That's been fun. Well, I'll talk about it in a sec. But first of all, hey everybody, how are you doing? Hey there, Sora Siphon. Loaf, thank you so much for that resub. RGV, Dilf, Mectal. How are you guys doing? Hey, Outpost, how you doing? Ricochet, Lemur, hello. The computer ghost doesn't like Val. It's just my own computer breaking that transmitted to yours. Whoops. Also, Bean is here. He's just over there. I have Bean Cam set up. It's a bit weird here because it's gonna be pointing to the corner of the table here. But when Bean gets up, we'll see him when he decides to end his exploration. But yeah, without bicolors, yeah, the color setup here is like the lighting setup sucks. It's just like a desk lamp and another lamp in the back. And they're all very yellow, so yeah, everything looks kind of yellowish. I guess more warmer tones for this era. Lesbian lighting. You know what? I'll take that. It's lesbian lighting. So, for those that don't know, I'm spending a couple of months here at my parents because I was alone in the Canary Islands. My partner is out currently in Madrid, so instead of being home alone, I decided, hey, why not pack up for a couple months and come back here? And that's what I did. So since I recently got a new computer just a couple months ago, I had the old one, which quote unquote old. It's 5 years old. It's still it's still a very good computer. It still does the job. So, Spacey, thank you. I'm no longer bisexual. I'm now orange. I might try getting some new lighting while I'm here, so I can then just bring it back to the Canary Islands. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we do. But yeah, back to the story. I packed up the old computer, which was still working perfectly. As I was streaming on that computer just recently. It's no problem. Packed it up, put it in a really protected box and stuff. Sent it in I picked it up with me on the flight. Just put it in as a special baggage, special luggage, which you can use for more delicate things. So they're supposed to be a little more delicate with that sort of stuff, but I guess they weren't. The moment I came here, set up the computer, everything looked nice, nothing looked broken. But when I fire it up, I start getting alerts. The computer's really slow, and I start getting alerts saying my CPU is overheating. Oh shit! So, yeah, I use fan control, which allows you to see the temperatures. And yeah, my CPU is going over 90 degrees Celsius, and which is a dangerous temperature for a CPU to get to. I'm looking over there because Bean is just walking around in dangerously over furniture, but he's fine. I might be able to point towards him. There he is. You can see that. Lilith! Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. The plain goblins got into the box. Yeah. So, Bean, come up here. People want to see you. Where are you? Come up. Come up. Let's go. He doesn't want to. I'm trying to lure him in. Also, let me know if the sound is alright. I set it up a little bit before the stream, but I'm not really sure like if I'm too loud or too quiet or anything. Let me know. Bean? No. Okay, he's playing. He's playing with one of his toys. So, we continue. I get back home, I set out the computer, and the CPU is overheating. And it's starting to make this really weird noise, this like really bubbly noise. And I figure, fuck, that something is going on with the liquid cooling, the AIO. So, be careful. So I troubleshoot it. The bubbly sound makes me think that there's like air inside of it, and you know, I'm told by a friend like, hey, maybe some air got in during the plane trip, which I think is what happened. Being careful. Some air got in during the plane trip because they put it the wrong way, like they put it on the side during the trip, or any number of reasons, and yeah, apparently you can get out those bubbles if you just like gently shake the computer, just like move it around, and while the pump is on, to try to like get those bubbles out. And it seems to work temporarily, but then the bubbles come back. I'm like, it's really strange. Like maybe it's a thermal paste. I remove the pump, and the thermal paste is really old, so I figured that's part of it, but it's still making that bubbly sound. So after like inspecting, I noticed that in the tubes where the water should go, there is like a little like white residue in a couple areas, and like around the bends, and I look it up. I Googled it, and it is the liquid that had evaporated out. So I figure my liquid cooling is old. It's 5 years old. It was not the greatest liquid cooling. It was like one of the cheaper ones. A bunch of it evaporated, and then just the plane trip finished killing it by adding a bunch of bubbles into the mix. And now my computer's overheating. So I looked up like how much would it cost me to like basically get everything, like change it myself, and it was cheaper to just get a new one. So I got a new cooling pack, a new AIO, a new liquid cooling thing. And it took a few days to get here. So between traveling, my computer being broken, etc., I only managed to fix the computer on like Wednesday night, I think it was. So or Tuesday night. So yeah, that's been my adventure. So I haven't been able to work a lot, obviously. Hey Rose, yeah, new setup. This is my childhood bedroom. What you can see in the back is just a little collage that I made over years and years of just like places I went to. You can see like Stockholm here. There's a little map of Stockholm. This because I spent, and actually over here there's flags of places I've been to. Whoa, the lighting is very weird because the lamp is back there, but you can see Sweden, Norway, and Finland, and you can see Brazil there. That's places I've spent some time in, mostly like Sweden and Brazil, the bigger flags. But yeah, you can see Stockholm there. Spent half a year there in my Erasmus. You can see that's some like metal stuff, metal concerts I went to, some races I did. That's Paris. That's a couple of trips to Paris that I did over the years. And then there's a bunch of other things. So it's a little messy, but I like it. It kind of gives it a collage vibe. Number 90, yeah, that's from that's from a race. from a triathlon I did. A short triathlon. I'm not a great athlete. It was fun though. My layer is error. Yeah. You notice that detail. Bean! Bean is here. Well, he's here. Hello. Say hi to everybody, Bean. He came with me. And what's up, Bean? Yeah, we're back streaming. He has adapted fantastically well to the new place, and I'm so proud of him. We're also proud of him, aren't we? Tell me how proud of him you are, chat. And yeah, I thought he would be like afraid of like the new place, and he started exploring and has explored all of it like on the second day. Like the first day he was a little scared. Second day he just explored the whole place. And yeah, it's been really happy. And we have 2 dogs here, which you might remember from way back if you were watching the streams from way back. We have 2 dogs. One that, being careful. One of them really big. The other one is a little like Dasher, little sausage dog, which isn't really scary. But yeah, we were a little bit scared of them meeting, and you know, I don't know how my dog will react. They've never seen a cat except like cats that snuck into like the backyard and got summarily attacked by him. So I thought like maybe he would see a cat and just think, oh, cats, we have to attack those, and he would attack Bean. But no, they've been getting along super well. We've like with the big dog, which is called Napoleon, just Napo mostly. With Napo, he's been really like they haven't interacted that much because I want to be like there controlling them in case the dog like decides to like play a little too hard or something. So only been under like supervision. But with the small dog, which is called Kawa, they've been hanging out. They spent the night together the other day. They've been great. Yeah, I'll show you videos. Hold on. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I showed videos of the animals interacting. Let me go to Bean, careful. Hold on. Let me put up the browser screen, I think. That way I can open them there. There we go. And be careful, don't bite. He's playful, so he's trying to attack everything in his sight. Okay, let me show you. Bean. Oh, what did you do? A bottle of ink. He threw a bottle of ink on the floor. It's closed, so it's not a problem, but that could have been dangerous. This. This is what he threw away. That's could have been much worse, Bean. You have to be more careful. Dangerous. Hold on, let me show you the videos. Okay, and pause music. Here's okay. Wait, I can't open in browser here. Maybe like this. No, it just downloads it. Okay, I'll just play it on here. His first meeting with the small dog, Kawa. She's great. She's lovely. She couldn't hurt a fly. She's sometimes a little like anxious, but that's the worst of it. That she was really nervous meeting Bean. That was like right after she noticed him, because he was just like sitting, you'll see, sitting right here on the table. Whoa, that glitched. Okay, so we just hit it, sitting. It's my mom. And I'm speaking French, so. Took a while for her to notice Bean, because he was sitting on the table. She's a little sausage, yeah, she's great. Okay. You can see like she's super interested in him. But let's show. This was just a little bit after. They were already like hanging out together. She was kissing him like constantly. And this was... Hold on. This is like right here, right on Armina. She's smelling his ass constantly, which is really funny. Excuse the mess around. But yeah, they were buddies. They're friends now, look at them. Just hanging out. You're great. She was giving him 1 million kisses. Look at that. Bean was loving it too. They're great. And this was the next day. We were taking it slowly, you know, like just giving them time so that nobody's stressed in this situation. She wants some of those beans, yeah. And this is Nepo. Let's see, hold on. I gotta download it, put it up here. Should just prepare these, but oh wait. There we go. That's Nepo, he's a big boy. And he had little bits of sausage to encourage him. And there he is again in his little spot. That's right behind. That's where I used to stream. Look at how he's smelling. It's so funny. Bean, be careful there. And since we saw that he was being chill and wasn't really like, you know, overexcited or anything, we'd let them like hang out on the ground here. We're still like controlling them just in case. And he is smelling his ass, of course. That's the dog way. And giving him kisses. It's really cute. They became friends like so quickly. Yeah, that's about it. God, so many pictures. You can see some of these pictures in the Discord if you're there. Let me put on the music again. Yeah, isn't that nice? Napo was just very curious, yeah. He was so Bean. I thought he would be afraid. He's way more scared of my mom than he is of any dog. He's like pretty chill around other animals, which is it's great. He just like there were 2 occasions when Kawa, who was like always super excited around him, now she's a little more calm because she's getting used to it. But the first day, she was like so excited. She was like actually trembling just from pure excitement. When I put it on the table, the whole table shook. And oh, hello, Bean. Just sprinted on top of the bed. There he is. Hey, Shanty. Thank you so much for the resale. 6 months. Hell yes. And Kawa was so excited. She was actually trembling, and she would like try to like basically sniff Bean aggressively, and at a couple of points he just like turned back, slapped her ass, just like just does that. He just does that cat thing where they will just like give you a warning slap, and she was like shocked. The dog was shocked. She was like, what the hell just happened? And she learned she learned kind of his boundaries really quickly, and to keep a little bit of distance and not be like super annoying to him. So he really quickly set boundaries, which is great. Just yeah, he did the bap just on her nose. Yeah, he was. I thought Bean would be like too scared to like, you know, stand up for himself, but if they bother him, he will slap you. So that's good. He's never done that to me or to my partner, because I guess we're not like super annoying to him. Although I guess sometimes, but when I pick him up for no reason. But yeah, he never seems too bothered by that. But you know, when the dog was a little bit over inquisitive and smelling his ass too much, he managed to set up his boundaries really quickly. He's sleeping now. He immediately fell asleep after playing around. But yeah, okay, this has been my life update. I hope I covered everything. Yeah, computer broke, new place, cats. I think that's all. Yeah, excuses for the new setup is a little scuffed, especially lighting wise. You know, like there's not much I can do with just a couple desk lamps, but well, I might over the next couple of months. I'll be here, by the way, just so you know. I'll be here until end of May, beginning of June. So still some time here. And streaming wise, I am going to try to stream more while over here now that I can finally stream, because, you know, I fixed the computer, which was the main hurdle. Now that the computer is like usable and not overheating, I'm gonna try to, I think starting next week, stream like one more day each week, and I think I'll do Monday to Thursday. I think that's how it's gonna work. I still haven't figured it out quite yet, but I do have a list of things I want to do. If you guys don't know, on the Discord there is this challenge called Cursed Files. It is a prompt that I put up every 2 weeks. There's a new prompt, and you guys can make art, writing, anything else you want with it. And I used to do them a lot more, like do art based on my prompts at the beginning, but then now I only do it sporadically. So there's a bunch of prompts that I have like left behind that I did want to do, but I just didn't have time for them at the time. So I'm gonna try and do a Cursed Files catch-up, where I'm gonna take a bunch of the old prompts, starting from the very first one I missed, which is Mimic. That's what we're doing today, and we're gonna go all the way until the current ones. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm probably not gonna be doing that every day. I still want to do like work on my main series as well, and I want to work on Dreadfarer, which, you know, I'm gonna be working on also in the background over the next couple of months, and maybe some commission stuff in between. But I'm gonna try and mix in the Cursed Files catch up with other stuff, so it's not gonna be that every day. But today we are going to do that. We're going to do the very first prompts that I missed. I don't know if that's, I don't know which number of prompt it is. Let me really quickly check. Also, if you are not on the Discord, you should go there. There's a link in the chat right there, and you can go to the Cursed Files channel and check the pin message to see the current prompt, which is Vampire. It's going to be up until 25th, so if you want to participate, you got a little less than a week, and or you can do it later. There's no time limit to these prompts. Yeah, the mimic prompt is the 8th one that I did. Also, if you also want to go back through old prompts and just like catch up with them, if you would just want to give yourself a challenge, there is 37 prompts that we've done so far, and you can also see it in the channel itself, in the Cursed Files channel. You go to the pinned and you scroll down a little bit, and you're gonna have a list of previous prompts from 1 to 37. So, all that said, how about we get to it? So, for the mimic prompt, I actually have this old idea. Came up with it, I want to say last year. Kurt! Thank you so much, and thank you for the resub, 26 months. Oh my god. And for Paternal Paran, so if that's how you say it, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, this idea is something I had, I want to say a year ago, when I saw some really nice big round rocks. And at the time, especially, I was thinking of doing a lot more like speculative biology creatures. So it's like creatures that exist within an ecosystem. I've done a lot of those, but this idea, I kind of never got to it, and it's always been kind of in the back of my mind. So it fits the mimic prompt, and it's a perfect opportunity to make it, basically. Let me show you the round rocks. Go to the browser here. So these were not the round rocks that I saw. There were different ones, but these ones fit the prompt that I had, the idea I had way better. The idea is to mix these rocks, which they are like the Moriaki boulders. It's in where were these? Let me just Google that. New Zealand. I was going to say Australia. It's just a beach with some really nice boulders that are pretty famous. And the creature we want to do is a box crab. These guys specifically. Have you guys ever seen these box crabs? Basically, when they're just chilling, they fold their arms into their body, which fit perfectly, just like a puzzle piece. And they just look like little rocks, or they just look so smooth that you know, I guess it's a camouflage. Some of them have like, you know, are a bit more complex like this, but I really like the smooth ones because they just fit so nicely. It's like could have perfect fit. It's beautiful. And I saw this in real life in an aquarium. Where was it? I think it might have been the Las Palmas aquarium in the Canary Islands. I think, not sure. I did see them in an aquarium, and then saw the rocks, and my two brain cells connected. I love speculative biology. Shocking is a fan of yours, yeah. Isn't that a great combination? So the idea, initially, since the rock I saw was like next to a road, next to like a hiking path, I was like, oh, it's like a type of crab that goes next to paths and pretends to be a rock and then attacks people or attacks other animals. But I figured like having a crab be so far inland doesn't make that much sense. You know, they can be next to rivers and stuff, but I feel like they would fit much better in a beach. And once I saw the picture of these Meraki boulders, I was like, perfect. So it's a crab that mimics boulders. Water puppies. They look like cartoon robots with big lower jaws. Yeah. They're so cute. Look at this one with little spots. They're great. So let's see what kind of pictures we find of these guys. I love this one because as you can see, they fit so perfectly. We're gonna have a few of them. I found a bunch of pictures of these boulders. These ones look kind of veiny. I think it's some kind of growth on them. I don't know. They're funny. They're really cool looking. The idea is to find one good picture that shows a few boulders. Look, this one even looks like a crab already. Like that's pretty much that already. Oh, look at what they look like inside. They're kind of like geodes. It's fun. Oh, Shelby crab. But yeah, I came up with this idea. I was specifically thinking of a lot of like these speculative biology things at the time. And it's a little plan I have for eventually, just not a, like, I don't want this to take precedence over like any of my main series, but eventually I would like to have a sort of biology book, which is, you know, just like strange species, and it's all about like, you know, kind of presented like a biology textbook or pieces of biological research from the perspective of someone who's, you know, trying to catalog all these strange, like elusive species. So I already have a bunch of stuff I've made with that in mind. So the box crabs would be one, but just to show you a few, the bloodpecker would be another, which is this bird that acts like a mosquito, targets humans. Which one? Oh, the sunflowers would be one, which you might have seen me repost recently. I'm thinking the mermaids might as well, since they're pretty like speculative biology. But I don't want all of them to be like the mermaids. I don't want all of them to be like, you know, folklore creatures. I want a lot of them to just be, you know, a strange carnivorous plant, stuff like that. But yeah, I was thinking this one as well, which is the Jenny Hanover. The Jenny Hanovers in real life are these like desiccated rays, and like they would carve them to look like little guys, and there's just my take on one of them if it was alive. So that one I would probably use for the book as well. And your local streamer edit for the night. You made me. A tumbleweed mimic. That's fun. I like tumbleweed mimic. Do you mind if I note that one down, just to see if in the future I can make it fit anything else? Like the operating room. Let's see. Oh my god, hold on. It's a video. Give me a sec. I'm gonna download it and put it on the main screen. That's great. Hold on. Look at Bean's face. Why did you make that face? That's so funny. This is great. Thank you, RGB. Hey Mitchie, how are you doing? Trash bag mimic is fun too. I wonder what kind of animal it would be though. Maybe it's like a hermit crab that just uses trash bags to live in. Although I don't know if that would be really useful to them. Maybe just as camouflage more than anything. I was trying to get a screen cap of me pointing like the Wojaks would be, yeah, that's even better. I love that. Why did Beans Eyes do that? Why did you do that? Let me note down these two ideas because I like them. Trash bag mimic and tumbleweed. I like that. I would like a lot of this hypothetical book to be about, you know, just things that pretend to be other things, if that makes sense. That the whole concept would be just like elusive species. So it's stuff that, you know, stuff that happens to look like something else, so people don't really notice it, and their whole biology and their whole ecology would be explained. So like this thing is a parasite of this other animal, or you know, this thing eats this and this. They have to like make a certain sense. There's always going to be a little bit of fantasy in it, but they have to make a certain sense. They have to be a little bit based in reality. So they're not like, oh, man-eating monsters. They're usually like, sometimes they'll hurt humans if it's, you know, if it's a dangerous animal. Sometimes they'll hurt humans, but it'll be like tangentially, or it's just like, you know, a parasite. It's not gonna like hunt us directly. Today was a weird time, but tomorrow I can rest. I'm glad to hear that, Mitchie. My day was good. I also slept a lot, but that's not unusual. Okay, so back to smooth rocks. Let's see. Really, a lot of good pictures in here. I like this one with the 3 of them. It might be a little like too symmetrical. I would like it to maybe be a little bit messier. This one's nice. I like the broken one, but I don't think that would fit with the crab. Unless the crab is broken as well. Poor guy. Poor thing. Making you think of Armadillos. Yeah, I love Armadillos. Have I seen the movie Apollo 18? I have not. Do they have cool crabs? These are really cool boulders. If I ever go to New Zealand, I want to go to this beach. I hope nobody steals the boulders before I get there. Okay, there's a decent amount of pictures. Honestly, there's a lot to choose. Moon rock crabs? Now we're talking. I learned about a frog today that kind of looks like a human tongue runaway turtle frog. I think I've seen those. Yeah, they have like pointy noses. Are those? Hold on. Look up turtle frogs. They're so pink. Okay, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. That is literally a tongue. How did you get out of your owner's mouth? Ah, I hate them. I mean, I love them, but why do they look like that? Living lipoma. Oh my god. One time in, 7. Thank you so much for the follow. Poor things. Look how small they are. So funny. Oh, I guess I could do the horrible throat frogs. That could be in the book as well. Their babies fully form into frogs in the egg? Hell yeah. They're evolved frogs. Fucking thing. Okay, this one's great. I love these ones that were taken on a foggy day. Okay. I think these ones are my favorites. These ones, sorry, this ones would have a lot more to edit. There's more in the background, but I guess we don't have to, like, these ones in the background, they're small enough that I don't think they should be edited. But we have to do, I think 4. I think these 4. It's not a super hard edit, so I'm not against it. These ones just have a fun texture to them though. Good, I'm gonna download both. And this one. Oh, these ones also have fun textures, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to Photoshop. I've set up my screens in like a strange way and I'm not used to it. Like usually my main screen will be on the right and my secondary screen will be on the left, but in this like table, in this setup I have, it's the opposite way. So I'm kind of just like confused. I'm like looking at the wrong screen constantly. If you see me confused, that's why. But yeah, it just makes more sense. That's why also, like, when I'm looking at Photoshop, I'm kind of gonna be looking to the left, which I'm usually like because the camera is like on the secondary screen this time. But yeah. I might change the camera though. I don't know. We'll see about that. So now let me move things to where they should be. There we go. Bean is in unfamiliar territory. Yeah, I didn't have space to bring in his bed, so this is like just a blanket that he found the first day, and he started needing it immediately. He was like super comfy in it, so I designated it as his blanket now. It's his. I shaped it into a little bed shape, and that's where he sleeps. He loves it. Now nobody else can take that blanket. I just declared it. That's his now. But yes, new location when this is my childhood bedroom. And is this... No, okay, it's doing right. Okay. Okay, so I have these two images. They happen to be the same size as what I already had, which is great. I'm gonna save this for now as... I'm gonna save it as rock crab. We'll have to figure out a scientific name for it at some point, but for now it's just rock crab. He perched so highly upon his quilted throne. He did. Tiny birds that scrunch into flower-like balls to catch bugs. Oh, so kind of like the orchid mantises, but in bird form. That could be something. I like where you're going, Ricochet. I wonder how a bird would shape itself into a flower, but that could be a fun one to figure out. It just has like really petal-shaped feathers, I guess. Internet goblins are eating your Wi-Fi. Oh no! I hope you can catch them before it's too late. Okay, now the hardest part. To choose. They both have the same vibe, I like them. I think this foggy one is like moodier. I guess the difference is this one, the ground is more clean as well. And this one, the ground is full of like little bits of stone, which could be dead crabs, I guess. Crabs molt. So these crabs that look like rocks, when they molt, it would just kind of break up like this. Does that make sense? I guess so. So that's kind of where they go to, like, molt and reproduce. Have the center of the flower be the bird's mouth, which has interior markings like those baby birds that attract insects. Oh, like, yeah, the baby birds that have to signal their moms, but to attract insects. I like that. That's fun, that's fun. That would be a really good one for that book. Let me note it down, and I'll let it bounce around in my brain like a screensaver. Let's see where it goes. Birds that mimic flowers to catch bugs. And if you put your finger in there, you'll definitely get pinched. The last after dinosaur for land help, so you can give the rock crab a proper taxonomic designation. Well, thank you. I like making up fake Latin names. What I'll usually do is pick a like an already existing genus. So I'll pick like the whatever box crab genus, one of them, if there are several, and then come up with like the actual species name by using like just like the Latin root words for, like, in this case, like rock, I guess, or boulder. Molting implies a soft shell form of rock crabs. Yeah. There's another type of box crab that looks like rocks. Puget, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sound king crab. Let me Google that. Thank you, Boris. Let's see. Let's go find the crabs. Ooh. I like those pointy. I'm gonna go for the smooth ones though. Okay, let me go to iNaturalist, I think. Or oh, let's see what Wikipedia has. Let's keep this search up because I might go back to it. Let's search here. Box crab. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Oh, I gotta go to license. Oh, there is a box with crabs, but not a lot. Okay, let's hop over to iNaturalist. Petrocancer. Oh, I probably use Petro in it, but I guess like the crabs don't usually have the word crab in the species name, so it would probably be Petro something other. Ever see trash bag floating in the sky? Nope, it's sky jellyfish. You got the idea. Exactly. Now you're thinking like me. Okay. Let me search for box crab and let's see if box and moon crabs. Box crabs, it's a family Calapidae. There's probably a bunch of different ones. I guess this family includes mostly the smooth ones, so that's good. It mostly covers the ones we want. Lyric Mag, thank you so much for the follow. Sleep whenever you need to, Maxel. Sounds good to me. Cancer is Latin for crab, yes. That's where the word cancer for like the disease comes from. Crabs. I'm not sure why. Not sure what's the reason it was named after crabs. What's going on here? It's being attacked. No! Released my man. No! Oh, moments before disaster. Hi Pyro. How you doing? Doing good. You know how crab mates? Yeah, how do crabs mates? Echidnoceros foraminatus. So foraminatus means whole, like for a foramen is, at least in anatomy, it's a name for like a hole. So it must be referring to some kind of hole they have. Crabs were done dirty for this, yeah. For the finger, most likely applied to the disease for the because of finger-like spreading projections. Reminds me of the shape of a crab. I guess they had imagination, if nothing else. Okay, we have fantastic pictures. These are great. Flame streaked box crab. Calapa flammea. Hell yeah, this guy got a flame decal in real life. Rock on, dude. Oh, look at this one. It's a shame-faced crab. Oh, it's so ashamed. Oh, it's because it covers its face. That's so cute that they call them shame-faced crabs. Hell yeah, brother. Did you filter the photos? Oh, I didn't. Thank you. Weeping angel of the crab world. Whoa, there's not a lot. Ooh. Okay, we're kind of limited then. This one's great though. Look at this little guy. Okay, let's look at the observation. Only one picture, okay. Well, let's see. Is it big enough? It seems to be quite big. Okay. Let's see if we find anything else. This would be the uncovered crab. Hold on. This. Which we could use in one of them, just to show, you know, one of them kind of hiding its face and the other one's opening up. Seems to be speculation then, the cancer word origin. It's interesting. Huh. Hack and Slash, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Some crabs actually carry the eggs practically on their belly until hatching. They do sex in the missionary position. This one's cute. Oh, if only it wasn't like a screenshot of an iPhone screen. But yeah, it is cute. Okay. Let me get this one as well. I think I might get like one open and one closed. It's gonna be box crab 2. Oh, hello, Bean. Oh, it's just changing position. They look like they have spectacles. Let's see, which one is this? It's only like the family box crabs, but it doesn't really say like which one. Let's see, typical box crabs. Oh, I love these pictures so much. Let's see what license they have. Non-commercial, dang it. Oh, look at this one. They're great. I wish I could use a lot of these pictures. Look at how they hide. Look at it hiding. The master of stealth. Do I need exactly? Gosh, I wish I knew exactly. But just looking for good pictures of these crabs. This one's pretty good as well. This yellow box crab. I love the one that's saying hi. It's so cute. Yeah, let me see. This one here, I gotta click here and here. This side is a little wonky to navigate, but you can do it. It's doable. Also, every time you download an image, it tries to download it as original.jpg, which is really annoying because you gotta manually rename every picture, or it just keeps like overriding the old one. Do any of these work? Let's see. They are also called shamefaced crabs. I think this one's also on a naturalist. Oh, this one reaching out is fun. Good, decent quality. It's not the best, but it's all in focus, which is really good. This one could be the one that's reaching out to us. Dad once got a box of frozen shrimp with the eggs once. Oh yeah, if you get fresh shrimp, you I guess it depends, but it's fairly common to see them with the eggs. I guess it depends on the season maybe, but the eggs are good. Yeah, they just carry them in their little leggies. Hey Soup, got a Fortnite ad? Oh no. Okay, we got a few pictures. Let's see what we can use. Let's hop back over to Photoshop. Let me open my downloads. Let's throw them all in. Oh, you found some on Flickr. I didn't think to check Flickr. Let's see. Oh, that was from the top. It's a good one though. The parasitic crab barnacle that tricks the crab into thinking it's pregnant. No, it actually straight up just castrates them. It doesn't. So what it does is attaches to the crab's genital, to the male crabs, if I recall correctly, and destroys their genitals. This will cause the crab to stop seeking to reproduce. And I guess there's like some hormonal changes and stuff. It'll stop fighting other male crabs and it will focus all of its energy into just eating and getting larger. Yeah, they're a species of barnacle that basically like lost all the things that make barnacles barnacles. They just became these weird parasites, right? This like weird blobs that will only live in crabs' genitals. And the reason why they castrate them is because they you know, if a crab stops like seeking mates and fighting other male crabs, it will live longer, and it also like spend more of its time just focusing on itself and getting resources for itself, getting larger, eating more, which is better for the parasite, because that means the parasite gets to eat more as well. So fun thing, fun facts. Parasitic castration is a thing. Pee no more. Funny that barnacles are crustaceans, so that means the crabs as crabs. True. That is true. Look at this one. It's just reaching out. It just wants a hug. Let's start with a little select subjects. Oh, I forget that I'm on the old computer, so it's now slower. Each one of these actions is going to be a little slower. And so I gotta get used to the slower speed again. Not to complain, it's a good computer. It has served me, and it's still serving me, but it has served me for 5 whole years, and it's still doing great. We'll redo these hairs later, but okay, so they're going to be a little rounder because, you know, they need to be like these rocks. The real box crab's a little bit flatter on the top, but we're going to change that. Fungus that makes insects want to mate and spread the fungus. Yeah, that's a bunch of species of those that affect different insects. I think that, yeah, there's one for cicadas, definitely. So that one could go here. We'll test out all our options before we choose, though. And this one should be one of the main ones. I love him so much. Look at this little fella. This summer you're getting hit with 2 cicada broods. Ooh. Gonna be noisy, isn't it? Is this part of the crab? Is it just some gunk that it picked up? I think that's part of the crab, but I'll probably remove it in the end. Since it is sand that's way too big. Yeah, I guess that's going to be a problem, the sand. Size of it. Not going to focus too much on the top of the shell, because that's basically just going to be the rock. I'm going to basically delete all this. So it's mostly the interior textures, like this. I think the way these two interact, like they're a bit too close together, maybe. And this one kind of covers the other with the claws too much. Maybe I flip them and have this one be in the back. And this one in the front. Still like clip, like they overlap too much. So maybe this is our attacking crab. Crab in attack position. Rip your ears. They make it out. Thankfully those don't happen where I'm from. Cicadas are around, but it's not, I don't think it's like the type, the same one in America that just has these super large broods every so often. At least not that I've seen. This could work better. I like that they basically have the same mouth, even though they're different species and they're like the spots are different. The inside looks pretty much the same, which is great for us because, you know, that's the part that we're gonna see. All the outside bits are just gonna be rock. Okay, I think this will work. And then in the back, we still have two. I have this one that could maybe go in like all the way in the back there. And we got this one, which is like protecting itself there, very nice. Getting double cicadaed. Cicada clips. I probably just used this bit. And this one honestly kind of feels like the cracked rock in the back there, so it's pretty nice. Cicada fungus that takes over the lower half of them, makes the males mimic the female call to spread it around. Oh, that's fucked. Parasites are incredibly fucked up, I love them. Okay, now let's figure out how we mix these. I think I'm gonna start with the closed one, so like this guy. And honestly, what if they work better in the other picture? Just to test. Like this one would be great here, honestly. With, what's the other one? This one here. Could be a smaller one. It's behind it. I could see this working as well. And yeah, that one can be in the back as well. One of these. I don't know. I actually don't know now. Let's see. What do you guys prefer? This picture or this one? Call this one the old one and this one the new one. Also, I missed a follow, I think. Poultry Inch, thank you so much. Making the cicadas gay. They started with the frogs. Now they're onto the cicadas. Are all animals that use camouflage real-life mimics? Not necessarily. I think you're only a mimic if you specifically imitate another thing. Unintended has me 3. I think that's how to pronounce it. Thank you so much for the follow. A stick bug or leaf bug is a mimic. Or those that look like bird droppings. Those are fun. Imagine having your entire life be defined by looking like bird shit. Anyways, what do you guys prefer? The old one or the new one? I'm like kind of torn. Excali9, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, you caught me live. You like the old one? I think this one has, what it has going for it is that the composition is way better, considering the rocks are more or less centered. This one, the rocks feel like they're too close to the bottom. And, it's not an issue of the picture being too zoomed in or something. I would probably have to do something like this. To make that one work, Or clone a little bit of sand here. Either of them. But yeah, I think ultimately this one is probably better. Let's continue with it. Are octopi mimics or not? Because they only temporarily resemble rocks and corals and stuff. I would say, you don't have to always resemble something to be a mimic. I guess you are a mimic as long as you're mimicking that thing. Mimic flowers scare you because how do they know what they look like? Plants don't have eyes. How do they know? Just trial and error. That's how evolution works. Or they know. Okay, let's start with this one then. I think I might smooth over some of the cracks, just so they're not confusing with like, the actual crack being the crab. We'll see. For now, I start with just smoothing these out. There's definitely going to be, I'm going to add another group just to clip this rock away. There we go. That way I can move this inside. Yeah, that fits pretty well, I think. And now for some areas of the arms, I'm just gonna like use transparency. But some areas kind of go out of the rock like this. So for those, I'm just gonna have to apply a texture on top. So I'm just gonna keep those in. Then I'm definitely gonna have to change the color to make it feel gray like the rest. It's probably gonna have to be a few colors because it's a wet rock. So there you have this more neutral grays, but then in the parts that are reflecting, it's reflecting the sky. So it gets a little bit of blue there. It's pretty much here, the blues. Agent! I mean the crap. Thank you so much, Agent. Ravens are mimics now? I mean, they mimic sounds. I guess it's mimic-ish. We'll give them an honorary mimic award. Only been here for 1 minute, but I have to work tomorrow, so I have to go. Oh, that's too bad. Have a good day of work tomorrow, Excali. Thank you so much for coming. The word orchid comes from the Greek word orchis, which means testicles. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know they were cognates. Alligator snapping turtles. Their tongues look like worms. Oh, that's fun. There's a lot of orange to remove. Also gonna have to do a bit of lighting work on like the parts of the actual shell that we can see, like these edges and under here. It's gonna be a bit of work, but I'm gonna keep the inside orange. I'm not gonna change the color there. That way it'll pop out a bit more, right? It's like only the exterior has to be rock-like. Don't pet snapping turtles, yeah, it's dangerous. There's evidence that plants can see or detect light in a sight sense. That's really cool. I guess it makes sense to like sunflowers and stuff. Plants that need movement, so vines. So I guess vines just climb up randomly, right? They just twist. But still. Oh, there's this crab leg. Can't have that. There we go. Although, is this part of the crab? No. I think it's just skunk. Our selection got gunked up. Yeah, we gotta clean that up. Now that we have the more or less final edge. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. Luke the Box, welcome. They made a glow-in-the-dark petunia. Whoa. I'm always gonna feel like I'm being watched by the plants in my house. They know. Okay, now let's pick this rock. Just as a texture. That way. I can add it to the parts that we need, like this chunk here. Can make a copy first. There we go. We're gonna add that, I think, here. It's pretty good. Okay, then we're gonna have to do some lighting work on top of it. But so far, looking quite decent, I would say. We gotta eat rocks now. Why? Bad Ledger, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you for signing up for carcinization experiments. Please hold still. Someone will pick you up momentarily. Sediment. I agree. Okay. Kind of losing some of the edge here. So gotta bring that back a little. Like this. Like so. Your plants are probably angrily watching you as you continue to drink coffees. Not give them more plant food. They're judging. Thankfully, I have a lot of like strategically placed rocks that make the job easier for us, because that covers a part that was not looking great. So I will take that. Thank you for the bits, Brad. Appreciate it. Swell facts, thank you for the follow. I think I missed that. Little known fun fact, plants are photosynthetic? No way. This changes my whole worldview. Okay, I want to do a couple things like under the crab. I want to fix some of the cracks, or at least like make them a little bit less apparent. So it feels like a little bit more, a little bit smoother overall, you know? Like, yeah, a big like rocky shell like this, it will crack, but it's a living thing. It doesn't make sense that it has like a ton of huge cracks. It would probably be more like surface things, I feel like. It also makes it just more readable, I'd say. Yeah. This makes the crab shape read better. That's nice, I like this. What do you guys think? Sleep well, Rose, thank you for coming. Oh, and thank you for the save reminder, Retanti. Okay, I think we're pretty much good with this one. Let's go on to the second boy. It's gonna be called Crab 1. These are Shadow and Clone Stamp. We're gonna keep these under. And this one kind of opening up. We'll do the same thing, so we'll have this base layer with like just a standard cut. Then we're gonna have a second one to mix it with a rock, and a third one to cut out all the rocks around it, which is mostly gonna be like smaller ones around here. I'm gonna add some algae or gunk on the crabs? I don't know. We'll see. There's a bit of balance with this sort of thing where you want to, you know, hide something. Obviously, these are crabs that hide in the environment, so they have to be a little inconspicuous, but at the same time, I do want the viewer of the image to get it instantly, right? They don't have to like squint or go like, oh, this is just normal rocks, right? So you do have to stand out a bit, which is why I picked these really round rocks, because they're very cool by themselves. They just stand out like that. So this one has more of a pattern, so we're not going to get away with using as much of the shell for this. Like, oh, they planted on themselves like the decorator crabs. I think I'm gonna put this one a bit lower on the rock. Maybe like that. I think that should work. Okay, so this is gonna get soft light and color layers. I'm gonna first start with a color layer just to make the edges gray. Perfect. I'm gonna have to remove the rock like under the crab here. So just like clone stamp some sand on that, perhaps. Let's see what we got. We got some sand here. Oh, that's part of the first crab, I think. Yeah. I was like, what's that? Which more animals could detect radio waves? That would be in pain in our world. Send signals back. Being told to shut up by a bird over radio. Okay, bye Ricochet. Thank you so much for being here. Give me extra cuddles when he wakes up. I will. He's dreaming. He's just shaking around in his sleep. I wish I had a better place to set up a beam cam here. I just don't have like enough cable. I can't put it closer. I could put it on this screen, but the cable just doesn't reach. Which sucks. I just don't have a lot of good sand to pick from. I guess I'll just have to pick sand from here and then just figure out the colors and the shadow, because this part obviously needs to be in the shadow. Still slumbers. Yeah, he's been really active today, so now he has to sleep. You're gonna get another custom roll. Have you heard of rust and humus? Humus? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Favorite speculative evolution project? Don't think I've heard of it. Doesn't ring a bell. What is it about? Okay, so it needs to be as dark as this, I think. That should do for now. We'll adjust. There's this bit of shadow. I think that's shadow, yeah. That got it into the selection. So let's remove that. Okay, good night, Vishanti. Thanks for being here. Mixed speculative evolution, folk creation mythology. That sounds fun. Button pushing woke up your cat. Oh no. Is the mic catching a lot of my button pressing? I had to reset up the audio because for some reason the configuration I had broke, so let me know if the audio is wonky in any way. Plenty of shadows that got into this selection somehow. Thank you, Photoshop. Oh, see you, Wen. Good night. And Juke. Oh, this part is out of focus, unfortunately. Do not love that. Although I'll be adding my own texture on top, so hopefully it'll be fine. Also, this part I might just hide under a rock, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see what feels better. Yeah, like maybe you can do this. Planning on drawing today, but you didn't know you're sad. Don't worry about that. Some days are just not for drawing. That's okay. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll have to clone stamp a little bit more of this rock. Like so, and I think on the other side too. Yeah, I'll just clone stamp a little bit of the other crab. There we go. Then I'll have to redo the lighting on this thing's face. In general, it's pretty bright, so I think I'm just gonna turn down the levels so it's a bit closer to this one. Plus a bit of soft light. Yeah, I think I will keep the inside orange. I think that's fun. Okay, one more thing. I'm gonna take this rock. whole thing. I'm gonna use that for the arms. Let's see if it works. Okay. Let's put this one over here. Yeah, first, I guess I'll just gray out the colors. Another rogue shadow, there we go. So let me gray out the colors. So if I don't mix it in perfectly, if we still get a little bit of the crab's texture, it'll still look okay. And I guess the claws, do they go inside or outside? We see these little guys. The claws go outside. Okay, so they would have rock texture as well, like this bit here. Okay, I want to know what you guys have been up to in the past couple of weeks. I don't know how long it's been since the last stream. I haven't calculated. Yeah. You guys done any cool art? If so, show me. Let's do moss for the arm, or moss or algae or whatever those are. Going crazy trying to update your portfolio. Plus ADHD making procrastinating. That's understandable. Yeah, I hope you've been filling out your portfolio nicely. It reminded me I should update my website as well, because now I can finally post the stuff I made last year for the Dagon collection book. Let me show you guys these, because the book is out and I just received my copy. I actually received it just when I left, the next day. It got there to the Academy Islands, and thankfully a neighbor was able to pick it up, but I don't have it physically, which sucks. I'll have it when I'm back in a couple months. But if you didn't know, last year I made I had a commission for a book called the Dagon Collection. It was a Lovecraftian book. That's a series of short stories that's told like an auction catalog. So my job was to, and they were super nice, they allowed me to, they basically said, hey, we want like this many pictures. I ended up doing 10. But you choose the stories. So I was able to choose what stories I illustrated. And it was all like cursed objects. The auction, that fake auction takes place in 1929. So it's all like 1929 pictures of all these strange and cursed items, and each of them is, each of the items is one of the short stories, and it's great. I really enjoyed it. If you guys want to get it for yourselves, I'm gonna get you a link real quick if you want to check it out. It's by a small like British publisher. So best to get it from their sites. Here it is. You got a link in the chat. I'm gonna be posting all of these to Twitter. I don't think all of them, because it might be a little spammy, but I'm gonna be posting a bunch of these to Twitter with like little chunks, like a little excerpt from its story over the next few days, couple of weeks maybe, because there's still a lot of them. Yeah, obviously with the permission of the of the editor. But yeah, these were a lot of fun. This is probably my favorite. It's quite simple, but it's just a cursed statue, and it looking at it doesn't kill you only because someone blew the eye off, but it did kill a lot of people. You've made yet another animal. Is it edible, and what does it taste like? Yes, and crab. You're on the stream for the lighthouse seek thing. Yeah, that was so hard. This thing was a really hard edit, and I'm really proud of how it came out. Especially like if you read the story, it fits the description so well. That I'm proud of that. Yeah, if you like the vibes, if you like this, the gimmick here, the concept of the auction catalog story collection, you'll definitely enjoy it. It's great. What's up, Bean? What you up to? He's sleepy. He's grumpy. Oh, ghoulies. Yes, sir. Okay, let's add googlies to the one in the back. There we go. Cryptid, you made it. Hello. How are you doing? Look what I brought. Look what I brought on my trip. It was very important to bring this with the cat. His favorite toy. This toy was made by Cryptid and sent to me, and Bean loves it very much. He's now too sleepy to play, but he was playing with it at the beginning of the stream. I have it here on the side of the table, just hanging out the side of the table, so I can just like swat it. For a second you thought the crackstone was already rockbox crab, right? They're perfect. It just fits. How well does Bean handle your sleep cycle? Bean has my sleep cycle anyway. He doesn't seem too bothered by it. We're both night creatures. Right now he has a little bit less freedom, because like when I'm sleeping I don't want him to be just unattended with the dogs, because you know they've been you know getting together quite well, but I still like, at least for the first few weeks, I want to, you know, be there in case anything happens. So while I'm sleeping he's here in the room, but during the day when, you know, we can't have like, we can't be like keeping them unattended, they'll be like, Bean will be in this area and the dogs will be like outside or in like in the backyard or in a just a different place, so they'll each have like a couple of rooms that they can hang out in. And yeah, it's so at night, at least when I'm not streaming and the door isn't closed, Bean is able to just wander the house. Just he's explored it all. It's great. I am in my parents' right now. This is my childhood bedroom. And I'll be here for a couple months until the end of May or the start of June. Ooh, Bean. Are you coming to see me? No? Hold on. Let me... What are you up to, Bean? Look, Bean. Look. Look up here. Yeah. That's chats. As you Wacom, I said, he truly loves it, doesn't he? Oh, are you gonna lie down? I'm gonna have to move you a bit, okay? You can stay there. You're good here. Okay. You are good. Don't attack. No, you got toys for that. Hold on. His hair tie. Go get it. Okay, you bring it to me, okay? Let's see if he plays catch. Hester Monster, thank you so much for the follow. No work, only pets. That's what he says. Whoa! Bean! Oh, you came up, but you didn't bring me the hair tie. He still doesn't get, like, plain fetch here. He only gets into the context of the, you know, of my room and my house. Go get it. Go get it for me, okay? And you jump up. Good, you can jump up through here. And you bring it to me. Okay? Do you get it? I try to explain to him how to play fetch. It's over there. Yeah? You don't want to play fetch? Okay, that's fair. Like when you live with your ex-partner, your cat will always try to sit on our laptops. Oh, you ask your mother to do a laptop pillow. That's great. Don't. It's not a toy. It's like if it's not a toy, why do you keep wiggling it around in front of my face? Go on, go take it. Bring it to me. Let's see if he gets it. No, he just went out to his food. Woke up rudely for Bean. Hell yeah. Intermittent Death 9. Thank you so much for the follow. How many kisses have you given Bean in the past 5 seconds? If it's less than infinity, we need to explode you. No, please. I will do better. Okay, good night, Maxwell. Sleep well. Okay, I gotta redo some of the shape here. But first, I'm gonna do one layer that's just gonna be to cover up these cracks. Cover up that crack. There we go. Just makes the whole shape a bit more readable. There's also a clone stamp layer here I'm using for the main body. Hello, Bean. What are you doing? Oh no, he's about to cause chaos. Okay, so you can see the window back there. There's a curtain on top, and his foot is like right under. Ignore the painting that's in front. It's an old unfinished painting by my mom that we just use as a barrier. But you can see his food there and his water. And right now he's like right under the curtain, like behind it. And yesterday he was doing that, and he tried to jump up like on the top part of the window. There's like a foggy part of the window and then a clear part of the window. So he tried to jump up to the clear part. Obviously he can't. There's nothing to grab onto, so he fell and dropped the water everywhere. It was a mess. So, oh, he's out. He's out. Okay. Bean, any comments? He's behind the bottle. Okay, let me put the water a little bit further away, just in case he does that again. There we go. Oh, Bean, sorry. Tapped him with my foot, and he was like, I'm dying. Okay, now it looks smoother. That should do. Can soften some of them. Still looks a little cracked, but not majorly. Bean is having a drink from the water he threw all over the place yesterday. Any comments on that, Bean? Yeah, I thought you'd escape. I thought you'd avoid it. I keep hearing like little sounds. He's just under the table, okay. No chaos. Your bird threw water all over the place yesterday. She didn't try to take a bath in it. Love that. Just chaotic behavior. Odd question. Could I add me into the world building project? I need individuals to be on the ethics committee of the Bureau of Anomalous Affairs. Go for it. Sounds fun. I'm sure I'll only make the most ethical decisions. What has it been? What are you screaming at me for? I don't know who he is. He just meowed at me from somewhere. Is it true that cats only meow to humans? Or is that a factoid? Only make the most ethical of decisions, says the man actively crossbreeding a crab and a rock. Cats meow when they're kittens. Okay, so in like, oh, he's if you hear that noise, he's scratching his scratch toy. Going wild. Going wild. Dr. Val of the Ethics Committee has voted once again it is ethical to turn people into crabs. He's destroying the room. What are you doing? Oh, it's his toy. It just happens that his toy, that string toy that I showed before, is like right next to the paper bin, which just has computer parts now because it just has a can of air because I was fixing my computer. But it's right next to it, so it keeps bumping it, so it looks like it's creating chaos. But it's fine. It's mostly fine. Do you want to be a part of any other department? No, I like ethics. I think that's fun. Cat doesn't even meow. She just goes brrr. Cats chirp at birds. Really? That's fun. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Okay. I was afraid I had messed up my UI. What are you eating? I'm hearing eating sounds, Bean. What are you eating? Hey, you can't eat that! It's a, how do you call that? One of those things you put in between the pages of a book to mark where you are. We say marca páginas in Spanish. It's a silly one that looks like a little elf that I've had since I was a kid, and I've used it in like a million books. It's really cute. But he was trying to eat it. Bookmark, thank you. Hey, Worstness. Thank you for the follow, and thank you to Rafgarian and to Band ACTM. Thank you guys. Welcome. And that isn't Mr. Crab, but it could be. Make it real. Okay, where were we? We had this rock here, and I want to make that rock go over the arm. So it's kind of like wrapping around. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. More googly eyes. You know who's getting them next. Let's see, I might also have to fix up the color here below. Because it's kind of bluish. Let me use some more grays. That's a bit better. It's subtle, but... Sir, the googlies have hit a second crab. See, Bean had been sleeping the whole stream. It was only a matter of time before he would wake up and choose chaos. Choose mayhem, destruction. Okay, I'm gonna go to the shadows here, just a normal layer. Okay, a bit more shadow here. What's going on here? I think that's just a weird edge of the crab. Yeah, it is. It's one of the lower, the back legs. I think we might be better off if I just remove it. Just make things a bit simpler. Even though now we have to cut around crab hair. Okay, so what I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add that on top here. Like so. There we go. Just fills up that little edge. And down here, it's just going to be a little bit of clone stamp. Pretty simple. There is some layer getting in the way here. I do not know where it is. Oh, it's this one. It's clone stamp sand. Okay. There we go. How it's been doing with his new minions. Great. Great, great. He's been getting along really well with the dogs. I showed some videos on the stream before. You can see them on the Discord still. And yeah, it's been real happy. Violent CR, thank you for the follow. Let's see. How is that doing? Does the orange pop out too much? Thinking especially this crab here. Like, I think this is looking pretty good so far. But I'm not sure about the color palettes on the crabs. What if I desaturate them a little? I think a little. Because this is normal saturation. Full desaturation looks too boring. It has to be somewhere in the middle. I think this is like around here is a good spot. Gonna do that for the other crab as well. Doesn't need that many for the other crab because we don't see that much of the face. But since this one is so visible. The age-old struggle of trying to identify which layer to do that one line is. If you're on Photoshop, you control and right-click on something, and it shows you every layer that's under where you clicked. So if you're looking for a specific line, that's probably the best way of finding it. If you're messy with your layers like me. If you're not in Photoshop, may God help you. I don't know, there's probably other ways of doing the same thing on other programs. Hello, Bean. There we go. Beautiful boy. Focus. There we go. I wish ESP had that. You just have to shift click on a layer and it brings you to the visible layer you clicked on. Yeah, I would see transparency and any sort of filters getting in the way. That's annoying. Question, is this crab missing one eye? Maybe? Maybe it's just missing an eye. Oh, poor thing. What about that one? Is it? Maybe this one's just dead. Yeah. I did not notice until now. I'm gonna add eyes to that one. This one has one. I think I'm just gonna copy them around. It could be hidden inside, yeah. This one seems like, you know, they've just been picked out, but this one is probably hidden inside. So I can just do a copy of the eye. Put it over here, edit it ever so slightly. And then take that to the first crab. Tainted, thank you so much for the follow. Can give him an eye patch. Arr. The pirate crab. Okay, I'm just gonna give the eyes a little bit more pop. Okay, nice. I'm gonna add the same thing to the other one, which is just a bit of soft lights. I'm gonna add that not clipped to anything. That way I can paint over the rock and anywhere I want. More googlies. Hold on. Who gets googlies next? I think this rock is just gonna be alive. That one's not a crab. It's just a rock. POV, you're a milliard. They got me. I got them already. Okay, I do have to hide them though, because I'm working right around them. There we go. They're looking good. I'm liking this so far. Dean, what do you think? Sleeping. How rude. I think I went too hard on the shadow here, which is clone stamp sand. It's this layer. Gonna soften the edge, like it's a little bit like embedded in the sand, if that makes sense. So it doesn't have like a super strong shadow under it. That is a little bit better, I think. Fits the lighting of the scene better. Okay, now I think we only have to do the ones in the background, which I think should just be these two. There's the one with the big crack, which I don't know if we'll just entirely remove the crack or if we'll just keep the googly eyes. I'm gonna move these two to this rock so we can work on this one. Let's see what we do. What do we have? We have this boy, which has really strong lighting on itself, which I don't love, because this is a pretty soft lighting type scene. But it'll have to do. It's not like we have a lot more alternatives. There's not that many pictures of these crabs around. So we're gonna put it on like this. And all the lighting matches, even though it's much stronger. And Smokey, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Crab 3. I'm gonna put this one on the top. I'm gonna put it in a group that I'm gonna put in a group that I'm gonna call Crab 3. I think I'm gonna remove this little leg. It's fun, but it's just gonna collide with whoever's on the other crab, on the other rock. Then there's this rock here. And there's little things like that. Oh. There we go. The hand that's grabbing this is still visible. So I have to cut around it so I don't get bits of hand mixed in. Remind you of sponge crabs? Or sponge crabs? Do they look like sponges? Do they put sponges on themselves? They wear sponges as hats. I think I've seen those, yeah. Those are really cute. The good thing about being on the third one is that I pretty much got the the technique down. First of all, I'm gonna desaturate this one, and then we'll go a little bit further with the colors. But for now, let's just stamp this in. Which will also help with the lighting. Or so I hope. We'll kind of blur out the shadows since we're adding textures on top of them. So it'll hopefully give us a softer lighting that we're looking for. Like right here, for example. Although we have this big crack. It's annoying. Spawn crabs look like a Splatoon NPC. You know what I can take? I can take one of the other rocks, like this one here, and use it as a texture on this bad boy. And we'll also use it to cover the crack. And here's something I could do. Let me try this. So I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive here, cover more of the crab with the stone texture. And then I'm gonna re-add the crab on top. Put it here and do a little trick here. Hard lights, maybe overlay. Yeah. Just like re-add the crab textures on top of it so that it can, and gonna make that brighter as well. So that I can basically like put on the crab textures on top again without having to redraw them like I did here. Actually, I could do this on these arms as well, but I'll give that a try later. Gonna fix the crack. There it is. Wait, what did the message say, Sora? Missed a ban. That's rare. Was it a bot? Bot stuff, okay. That's interesting because they followed a few minutes ago, so I guess it's bots trying to be like less body, more organic. Could be, I don't know. You want to become famous? Pay me money and I'll run off with it. It is basically what it is, too. Sub tickler. Denoza, thank you for the follow. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna remove these cracks. Or soften them at least. Honestly, this one looks pretty good. I like that idea of like re-adding the original as a texture. I think that works quite well, which makes me think I should possibly try it on here as well. I guess let's just see if it works. I gotta do... First of all this, and then texture. Oh no, this one is... No, I can't do it with this one. Forgot about that. It has all the spots. Could maybe use it in some very niche areas that don't have a lot of spots. Maybe around like the joints. Around the top here. And I am getting spots in there. Yeah, it's nothing life-changing there, but let's try it on crab 1. Submissive and breedable that virus. Yeah, that'll work well in the around the joints here, as long as I make sure to not include too many dots. Just brings back some of the detail that was much harder to bring back with just painting. That should do it. Wait, it's missing part of its face. Oh no, someone picked it too hard. This is so fucked up. Let's fix this bad boy up. We can't have him be like this. He's missing a chunk of his face. How did I not notice until now? I guess I'm not really good at crab anatomy. Gonna take this. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna bring that over to crab 1. He's okay. There we go. He's normal, don't worry. He's fine. He'll be okay, he'll survive this. Reforming resurrections as well as unnatural transmutations. Exactly. You guys can't stop me. Okay, now I guess we're just missing one rock. It's that one in the back. And I guess a couple fixes to crab 3 here. I want it to be, oh, will this fuck it up? Just a touch, but it's fine. I want it to be a little brighter because it's like a bit further back in the fog, so it can't be super dark, you know? Like the biggest shadow here is this. So it needs to be similar. At least for the crab part. The rock part can stay the same because it's, you know, it's picked from the same photo, so it doesn't need to do anything too different there. But especially the shadows there. And while we are at it, gotta add a little bit of shadow under the new bits here. It's not a ton. But just a little. Okay. That just leaves us with one crab. Don't download extra RAM for free. I trust you. We just have this very aggressive one left. The one that's reaching out, trying to attack us. Which doesn't really work here, because it's clipping everything. So, change of plans. I guess this one could just be backwards. It doesn't have to be... Let's see, let me go to the browser. And let's see if we can find any other angles, like sideways. This picture is like 3 pixels. What a shame. Someone could send me a zip bomb and I'm not 100% I wouldn't open it. I gotta know what's inside. My curiosity will be the end of me. This one, maybe. It's not like we have a ton of choice here. Yeah, this bad boy saying hi. And also here, like, a little bit under the water. Maybe this one. Okay, let's try that on 1.5 pixels. Yeah, it's nothing. I can barely see that image. Bean is sleepy. I mean, he's been chaotic for half the stream, so he better. He better sleep like a baby now. Okay, let me try this one on. It's not the greatest angle, because, you know, it's further away. Like, this would work well on one of the closer ones, but... Oops. Gotta be far away. But hoping that, like, mixing it with the rock will make it work. We'll see. For now, I'm gonna hit the quick selection. Let's see what Photoshop messes up, which is... Seems like quite a bit of sand on the edge, but it's probably going to be fine because I'm going to mask that edge out anyway. I like that people think Val said it's a reel for some of the same reasons that Val thought that was a healthy crab. Yeah, it's just about not looking hard enough. and trusting that the crab is good. Actually, that works. Pretty good. Okay, so same deal as before. Put it in 2 groups. That's gonna be crab 4. Under it, we're gonna do a little bit of clone stamping. Just like this bit over here. There we go. Then we're gonna remove that. This one does have eyes, so it must be alive. Also, it's underwater. So this time it better. Copy this rock. Twice. So, and we'll add it wherever needed. Like under this part. This one's gonna be a bit more mossier. No, this wasn't a great picture, but honestly, since it's a faraway crab like out there in the distance, it works pretty much perfect. Quite good. Yeah, I'm gonna go like a bit flatter like I did last time. And then I'm gonna re-add the texture by like re-adding the same crab over. We'll see if that works this time, because this one has a bit more pattern. So we're gonna do this. There's a few departments in the BAA, I don't recall what that's suited for. I need you to choose which appointed me to the ethics committee. Yeah, which options do I have? Tell me. Bean, are you getting a little shower? That's great. Gotta stay clean. I'm gonna bury this bit in the sand. I think that does it pretty well. What kind of details could I add? Someone suggested adding more moss, which we do have. We do have some moss around here that I could apply in some other places. Like maybe I can put some over here too. Maybe there. Let's give that a try, shall we? It's kind of dark though. Might make things a little more difficult. Department of Cleanup and Control, Internal Security, Record Keeping, Strategic, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Cryptozoology Department, Pentagon. Where would I make more sense? I like the Fish and Wildlife Service, Cryptozoology Department. So let's go for that. Okay, let me give that another try here. Okay, we gotta go to crab 1. And add it there. Yeah, that looks good. Presumably we should be a doctor. No. It's your story, your choice. If you want to go for it, go for it. Okay, let's start final. Oh, I need to sign this. Signing. Important. I could add some cracks to this rock since it's very clean. So I could add some cracks from the original rocks. Let's take like this one. You just figure out how to type E with an accent? Oh, you don't have like an accent key? I guess that's a Spanish keyboard thing. I like the bottom of the larger background crab. Yes? I could add some little shadow. I'll try it. And just one more. And then we clean that up and hopefully it looks good. All put together. We'll see. Let's see, it's all in hard light, so it might look better in others. I like vivid light, not something I use very frequently, but it looks decent. I'm gonna combine it all together. Maybe overlay, and then I add a soft light on top just to mark the cracks. There we go. It's signed. Putting the signature is usually pretty easy because it's not often like the main focal point, so I'm not that concerned about it looking like perfect. I'm just I just go at it. It's always fun. We're saying, oh yeah, look, this little chunk of this crab. Let's see. Could be partly this. Makes it too bright on the bottom. Not shadowy enough. I could even just kind of dig it into the sand. Which would make sense that it would be partially dug in. One of those. There we go. It looks smaller than usual. Yeah, it's because I couldn't. Since my PC is on the left here, Bean is on the right side of the table, so the webcam just doesn't reach that close to Bean. And though he's kind of like, he might fall out of the table. Be careful, Bean. Come over. Come over here, little dude. Oh. Don't fall off the table, okay? Me. Okay. Let's add our regular filters. I think that might have been too much of a blur, actually. I'll reduce it later. I forget that this computer is much slower at filters. It's chugging. Is it gonna open the raw filter? Hello? Oh, it is chugging. Okay. He's very cozy on this blanket. It is a bit annoying because it's a large blanket, so I've just kind of like, I've done this to make it a little more bean size, but it still covers a big chunk of the table. So yeah, at some point when I go get him some more food or some more sand for his litter box, I will. I might, if I see a cheap one, I'll get him a little bed like the one I have at home. Just to put it there in the corner. Photoshop, are you okay? What's going on? Is it in the invisible smart filter? I had a bug that was like that. But when you press enter, your Photoshop also kind of crashed right now. Oh no, it's cursed. And nothing's working. Oh no, Photoshop. It got stuck on the camera raw filter. And I remember having the same error at one point where, but it was on an old computer, so it doesn't make sense I would do that now. Where if you open the camera raw filter, it would do it, but it wasn't visible, so it kind of looked like it crashed, but it was in the camera raw filter menu. If you press enter to just apply the filter, it exited the menu and it was fine. But I'm not seeing any invisible buttons. And pressing enter does nothing. And you can kind of see when you hover over the thumbnail here, it shows you like there's a filter in progress, but it's not there. I might have to close Photoshop, and I hope it saved enough work. I'm scared of doing that. I think we've waited long enough, right? Nothing's responding, so guess I'll hit close. Close? It's not closing. I do have the autosave on. I hope so. Sometimes it turns off on its own. Let's see. Adobe Crash Processor. No, you're not doing great. Yeah, I was seeing if like maybe one of the windows was the camera raw filter and I could just remove that. But it seems to only be one window. So okay, I'm gonna put this mode on while I relaunch Photoshop. F's in the chat, please. No, it's not even ending the task manager took a while to just end that. So it's definitely chugging somewhere. Free 100k point reward, yeah. Let's hope the autosave works. Because, oh, okay, there's one thing. I updated Photoshop like yesterday. When I got this computer working, I hit update on Photoshop to get like the latest version of Camera Raw. So it might have something to do with that. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. Is there really no recovered documents? What? Oh, this is evil. I think it did an autosave. And the last save was a long time ago. And the fucking moment I open Photoshop, it tells me, oh, try our new AI shit. This is where it's saved. Oh, this is evil. I'm gonna have to redo so much fucking work. Is the autosave really not on? Is it maybe because I updated and it turned off? File handling, I never know what that is. Yeah, automatically save recovery information every 10 minutes. Where is it then? It should have saved, right? The autosave is on. Could screen grab from my own stream. I mean, I can't screen grab a PSD file. I can see what it looked like, which, that's fine. And I know, I can redo what I did. It's just annoying. It's just a few hours of work lost. Couple hours, I'd say. Trying to remember. Okay, let me Google here. Where does Photoshop store recovered files? Auto recover folder that it uses this, that saves. Okay. Let's see if it's there. Oh my god, Photoshop, I'm gonna kill you. C users. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's hope it's there. C users, my user, data roaming, Photoshop. Oh, this is for an old version, I think. Adobe Photoshop 24. No, it must be different in the new ones. That's it, we're switching to MS Paint. I might as well at this point. Adobe Photoshop CC. Okay. Didn't you show the directory before closing it? What do you mean? Okay, so there's no auto recover here. And okay, there is in 2023. There is a rock crab auto recover. But for some reason it saved it in the 2024 folder. So I think it might be a confusion where that's strange. What version of Photoshop am I on? Is that... Let me see what version of Photoshop this is. File info? No, this is just a file. Can I know? I don't know if I'm on 2023 or 2024, but I'm gonna open this in 2024. Yes! It's here. Oh my god. Ah, sorry Bean, I scared you. Ah, we're so back. Ah, that was scary as fuck. Whew. I'm glad I looked for it. I was about to give up. So, okay, I don't know why. I guess it might be because my default program when opening Photoshop, it was still Photoshop 2023, but now I just like updated to 2024. So what I was using before at the start of the stream was Photoshop 2023. And I guess it messed up. It got messed up when I used Camera Raw Filter, which is like a separate program kind of to Photoshop, and it just got confused with like which version of Photoshop it was. Thing is, it's when I reopened Photoshop, it didn't have any recovered documents because it was I opened Photoshop 2024 and the recovered document was in 2023. And I'm really, really glad I checked manually every version of the program. I am from Asturias, yes. I am in Asturias right now. Whew, okay. I'm okay now. We're so fucking back. Okay, let me just save that as rock crab. Oh, can't save because it's already opened. Silly me. Where's rock crab? Here. Yes. Okay. Phew. Thank fuck. Okay, so it saved, where were we? We had the signature. That was done. What else? Oh yeah, we had the edge for this one. That's where it saved. Okay, so we lost like 5 minutes of work. Scary. So this crab has some weird edges here. There we go. How many heart attacks did I have? At least 3. Oh yeah, we seem to have been like right in the middle of editing that, because the shadow wasn't edited, but it was like half buried already. So just a little touch there. now this is 2024. I guess I just because I have Photoshop 2023 like in my toolbar, you guys can't see it because it's like under the music, but here in the toolbar I have the Photoshop pinned, and I guess that was Photoshop 2023. Yeah, it was. See, things I should remember when I update. Okay, now it's saved, so I'm not worried. If it crashes again, it crashes again. Let me just try adding a camera raw filter again. And let's hope it works this time. Really hope. Okay, now should be the camera raw. When that loads, will it crash? Will you crash? I think that's a yes. It should have opened the filter now. Oh! It is the invisible camera raw filter. Because it opened, well, right now it's loading. When I pressed enter, it applied it. So it is there, it's just invisible. It is that bug. For some reason it didn't like, the first time it crashed entirely. Now it's just that bug. So let me check one thing real quick. I'm gonna go to Creative Cloud. I'm hiding it in case there's any, like if it pops up on the screen and there's anything personal. I don't think there is, but it's my account information or anything. Okay, yeah, now it's on the other screen. I'm gonna pop it into Creative Cloud, and so Camera Raw just updated to a new version yesterday. So if you go to Creative Cloud, they have the Camera Raw is like a separate thing, and in terms of updates and stuff, separate to Photoshop. Which confuses me, but it is updated. So it's not that one is out of date. I wonder why it doesn't do that filter. Okay, let me save this. And now we're going to try opening it in 2023 instead of 2024. Let's go back here again for a sec. While I find where the document is. Open with 2023. Let's see. Let's see if that version of Photoshop lets me use Camera Raw. Because I used it like yesterday, it was working. Okay, so I'm clicking Camera Raw. Is it doing the same shit again? I think it is. Dr. Valdevia gets to be really interested in crabs. Let's go for it, yeah. Yeah, it's still doing that. Photoshop, you are having a day. I wonder why that is. Can I maybe revert Camera Raw to the previous version? Mayhaps? How do I revert? Huh. It doesn't let me. I guess it's tied to the Photoshop update. I guess Camera Raw is not working. There are some people complaining about it. Some, you know, that's February 2023. That's 1 year ago. Oh, okay. There is a solution, maybe. Edit key, preferences, Camera Raw. Yeah, there is camera raw preferences. Okay. And there should be a button that says delete preferences. Oh, I have to control click on that. Oh, okay. Delete camera raw preferences? Yes. Okay. Now if I open it, please work. Oh boy. It's loading. It worked! Yes! So back. We're fixing every problem with Photoshop today. Go for it, King. We are so back. Oh, it even has lens blur. I thought it would be like an earlier version. No, I guess not. I guess it just changed the preferences, but I don't mind resetting my preferences. That means I can use it. Your Photoshop is like, something's not working? Too bad. What happened to your Photoshop? Maybe that's something I know of and can help you with. No, this is kind of scuffed, but... this will help me blur, like, these crabs in the background. Okay, what kind of color grading should we go for? It's a pretty gray day. I feel like kind of blues, light blues, blue greens would work well here. And a little bit of pink on the highlights. That's pretty nice. What do you guys think about these little rock boys? We need to come up with a scientific name for them. We already have the genus name, now we just need the species. Where's effects? Here. There we go. Mostly apps not working. Something decided to crash Photoshop from nowhere. It's the free version. Whatever version it is, the errors and the fixes should be the same. Like the pet one. How big are they? About half as tall as you. Pretty big. Large boys. Although I guess we don't have a lot of like size comparison here. Maybe we need something for perspective. But I wonder where that could be. Maybe it could be grabbing someone's flip-flop. Something kind of pink like that, too, so it calls attention to it. My chancla. Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna make chancla jokes, so that's gonna be funny. Scopulus is Latin for crag or cliff. Scopulus is fun. Petri Morex. So Petri is rock. What's Morex? Let's while we think about the scientific name. Let's give him a chancla. So let's see. Maybe here. Flip flop. Is it one word? Flip flop. 2 words. Is there a hyphen? I guess it doesn't matter. We got one here. This one could work pretty well. I was thinking of a pink one too, so let's see. Australians call those thongs, really? In Spain, we call them chanclas. But in the Canary Islands, they're called the cholas. Which I like better. I like cholas. To the point where I've incorporated into my vocabulary. There's like a couple words from the Canary Islands that I've just incorporated into my normal vocabulary. Is cholas for the flip-flops, papas for potatoes instead of patatas. It's just faster to say and it sounds cuter, so I like it. And instead of for bus, instead of bus or autobus, they say guagua, which is just so much cuter, so I also use that. The Latin American way, yeah, a lot of the vocabulary from the Canary Islands is just like borrowed from different places in Latin America because there's a lot of exchange, a lot of cultural exchange back and forth. Just put that under. Crab, I think it's crab 1. No, it's crab 2 actually, but it should work well here, yeah. Yeah, and it would probably pick up a flip-flop just thinking it's like some little animal scurrying around. Gonna reduce the saturation a bit. It's a very strong pink. In Brazil, you call them tinelo or Havaianas. Yeah, that's for the company. Yeah, I had plenty of those. I had some special Olympic game ones for a while. Now they're broken, but I had some special Olympic game ones that I bought during the Olympic Games, because when I was in the summer, I was in Brazil. I was in Sao Paulo, but it was, it was during the Olympic Games. So we went to Rio and saw we saw some ping pong, some boxing. I think that's it. Just grab some cheap tickets just to say like, hey, we've been to the Olympic Games. And that is where I got this flag. Someone literally gave it to me there. And I was carrying it on my shoulders. It was very fun. Furtum bastardis, the thieving bastard. I like this, like just adding one little silly element for people who notice, and it's gonna be noticeable because it is pretty like distinctive. It's the only pink thing, the only like warm thing in this image. The point where I'm probably going to do a colder pink. That's a bit better. The name doesn't need to be something serious. It doesn't. Like many actual scientific names are pretty silly. They're just in Latin, so they sound fancy. Okay. Got a little blurred by the noise, and that's kind of the point, to blur out the photoshopped edges. There's a protein called picachurin, and there's also sonic hedgehog protein, which is extremely important to the functioning of our cells, which... Thank you, Sonic the Hedgehog protein. Okay, so, name. Well, first of all, I'm going to save this. Second of all, I'm going to put the googly eyes on. And third of all, I'm going to put in a text layer. And let's see, what was the name of the species? Oh, the Calapa is the genus. So, Calapa. And it could be something like Petro something, because stone. There's a fly named after RuPaul. Let's see. I'm scrolling up through your guys' suggestions. Petro or litho? Yeah. Litho is also good. Litho is also stone. I don't know if there's any specific difference in Latin between Petro and litho, but both are used. Clap at them cheeks. There's a species of blind cave beetle named after Hitler. What did blind cave beetles do to deserve that? That's fucked up. I mean, it could just be lithoformis, I think. I don't know how Latin does, but like stone shaped, basically. Let's see if let me see boulder in Latin. Petra is just stone. Caudex? Oh, that's one I didn't know. Crorb. Or it could be Morpha as well. Let's see. Let me look up Kalapa. Oh. The common rock box crab. It's called Kalapa Kalapa, which is fantastic. Kalapa Kalapa. Okay, let's see what's in Kalapa. It's usually, okay, so it's usually ending in A. And I don't know, it must be a thing with Latin, but most of them end in A. So we can do something like that. Kalapa Poki Poki? Oh my god. Kalapa Postulosa. This is Kalapa Poki Poki. It's just a little guy. Poki Poki. Scientific name is Gorilla Gorilla Gorilla. I love that one, yeah. Whoa, look at this one. Look at the pattern. So cool. This one has scary eyes. Kalapachungi. It's dead. It's extinct. So honestly, Kalapalithomorpha is pretty much like, it fits right in. It could be Petromorpha as well. I think I might like Petromorpha a little bit better. It could just be Kalapa Petra too. Lithosphera. Ooh. Stone Sphere. That's fun as well. It's head just like your crabs. No. Clavilina ossipandi, the skeleton panda sea squirt. That's a combination of words that I would Never have expected. Whoa! Look at that! They look like little skeletons. Oh, they're so spooky. Look at that. Yeah, Bean, I agree. So spooky. Bean woke up for my exclamation. Oh. This is where souls go after they die. Skeleton Panda Sea Squirt actually fits so well. Seeing this. Okay. What I'm thinking is like lithosphere. Lithosphera sounds a lot like it would be like a layer of the Earth's mantle or something like that. It doesn't feel like very biological. It feels very geological to me. Petrosphera might be better. Petrosphera might be better. Or lithomorpha. Either one of these could work, I think. Petrosphera is like, you know, boulder sphere, stone sphere. I think it works. Or it could be... false stone. Pseudo is false, like pseudoscience. Or fake. And... although I don't know if pseudo Petra would work. Like Petra as an ending, as a suffix. Could be. I think I'll look it up. I'll see if it makes sense just by Googling some like other Latin names using pseudo, other like Latin species names, and see if it more or less makes sense. Litho imitation. I don't think that makes like putting in a verb in a composite word in Latin isn't usually done that I know of. So it's like it's similar to English, I guess. You say like, you know, stone sphere if you wanted to make a composite word, right? You wouldn't say or false stone, like an adjective and a noun. But you wouldn't say stone imitate, right? As a composite word. I think it's the same. At least that's what it feels like to me. I don't know Latin. That's just pure speculation. Pseudolithos. Petramimica could be. Could be. I don't know if Mimica is yeah, it's Latin. Petromimica would be, I think. All of these are really long words, but I think my favorites are this and this. But I'll have to see if this one works. So I think I'll Google that later. Before I post it, I'll Google that. Just make sure that, you know, there's other like similar words and that I'm not like doing anything horrible with Latin. So the petrosphere is also a geology thing. Interesting. Okay. So I guess that takes petrosphere off, because we don't want to use like terms that already exist, I guess. So we'll use one of these three. When you have Calapapetrus feralithamorph from Pseudopedormimica. That rolls right off the tongue. Crab with the world on its back. Okay. How about I save this as a JPEG? And as a PSD, because God, I don't want to lose this again. I don't want, after nearly losing it, I was so scared. But yeah, I like this. It's nice. Cut the crab to reveal the layers of the earth. You can, yeah, if you cut it, you can see how old it is by how many layers of stone it has on it. How many barnacles. Lithobiomorpha has an actual centipede gene. Interesting. They look naked without the eyes. That's true. Okay. How about we call it there for tonight? I don't wanna lose any work again. No, this is done. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Been live for 3 hours 47. This would have been done a bit earlier if we didn't have that Photoshop oopsie. Thankfully managed to get away from that. And it is quite late, so I gotta get going to sleep because I'm gonna go on a hike later today. So I want to get some hours of sleep in before the hike, so I don't go without sleeping at all. So yeah, that is gonna do it for us. I hope you enjoyed these little crabs, and I guess this corner is not working. Whoops, I'll fix it. I hope you enjoy the crab and their chancla. And I will see you again. I think either, I don't think I'll be able to stream Friday. It might be out. Yeah, I think I'll stream on Sunday. No promises though. But starting next week, I'll try to stream 4 days a week. So we'll have streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's my tentative new schedule. I'm not going to put it in the official thing yet because we'll see. But tentatively, I'm going to try to stream those 4 days a week. And yeah, that will give us time to make plenty of cool things, like these rock mimics, or some stuff for Dreadfarer, some work on my main series, a bunch of stuff. I'm excited. Now that since I'm at my parents and I have to spend less time doing things like cooking and stuff. Like, I'll help out, but it gives me more time, which is nice. So yeah, that is hopefully something I can put into streaming more and just getting a lot of stuff done. It's putting in the time, you know? So yeah, hopefully manage to do that. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much. I will see you on the next one. Let's say Sunday, tentatively, otherwise Monday. But yeah, keep an eye on the Discord if you want to know for sure, because I'll let you know there. And yeah, until then, take care.